Hey everyone, we're back here again for another episode of Frame by Frame, an interview series brought to you by 24 Frames. We're here this time with my good friend Tinashe Kachingwe, aka Quiet Child. How you doing?
Bro? You know, good as can be, man. Good as can be. Can't complain.
All right, so we are actually here very close to your hometown where you grew up, here in La Crescenta. Do you want to just talk briefly about your home life here?
Yeah, man. I mean, La Crescenta is cool. It was a cool place to grow up just because, like, you know, it's close to the city. It's like, 15 minutes from downtown, like 30 minutes to go kind of anywhere, but like it's also far enough out where it's kind of like, it's quieter up here, it's a cool little spot to grow up. Got a lot of different cool people up here, different kind of cultures growing up here. Plus, like, can't beat like this, like, right? This is like a majority of the year. This is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. So like, can't really complain
At all.
So it's a cool place, man. It was dope to grow up here. Like, I still have like all my best friends. We all grew up there, so like still my homies to this day. So it's a good ass spot, man.
All right. And you grew up here, but you actually went to school down in San Diego at San Diego State.
Yep.
As did I. Go Aztecs.
Yep.
So, fun fact for everyone here: we were actually roommates freshman year.
Yes.
And another fun fact: you messaged me on Twitter way before school even started to basically alert me that we were going to be roommates.
Yes.
You want to talk about kind of the beginnings of
that was sick,
school,
bro.
how we met?
Dude, like, San Diego State was always like my dream school just because I knew I wanted to always be in California, but like not be too far away where it didn't seem like it was still able to go home whenever I wanted to.
Yeah.
Never really got into San Diego, didn't know about it too much, and then like got in. I'm like, all the other places that I could have gone into, like definitely going to SDSU, definitely going to State. So yeah, my best friend and I, Riley Miller, we both got in, and then we requested like to live together, right? We didn't know we were gonna live in an apartment, let alone with 4 other people, So like, you're one of them. You're on the the list of the roommates. We all had like our phone numbers on there, and then you, I think, had like either your mom's number or like your home number.
Yeah.
Some shit.
So nobody could reach
So
you.
nobody could hit you up because we wanted to like start like a group text, like, yo, like I'm bringing the TV, I'm bringing the Xbox, I'm bringing the yada yada yada. And so that's when I messaged you. I'm like, oh, lit, bro. Kyrie, like, this guy looks like he'd be dope. That looks like he'd be dope. Like, had like a football on your on your account.
At the time.
Hangs out with some like other homies. So it turned out to be a movie though. We were just talking about it like a few minutes ago, man. But like, yeah, man, it was really dope. Like getting into the freshman year, man. State was cool. Like State was a good time for sure. Like those 4 years were like a good time for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We definitely learned a lot about ourselves, each other, all that good stuff. And one of the things you might have learned was when I met you, you didn't really seem to have any real intention on like releasing your own music or being an artist of your own. So sitting here now, 4.5, 5 years later, can you tell us about the difference in your life, your mindset when you are here releasing your first EP?
Yeah, man. I remember coming in like freshman year wanting to like be the DJ at like the parties. Like I got into DJing at Zapotec, and then like started making actual beats there at the dorm. Zapotec's the dorm.
Shout out
Zapotec. They don't even have it for freshmen no more. That's how elite it is. Like people don't even know about it. Anyways, though, I just had released my first ever official song in that dorm room. Ripped like a vine of like the parrot. Oh, was it the parrot? Yeah, it was the parrot. Vine of the parrot.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ripped that and made like a crazy ass like trap like EDM song. I was like super experimental with the music back then. Just kind of getting into like adult like kind of shit, like smoking more than I ever have, drinking more than I ever have, just like
learning,
growing a little bit. And so like it came with the music too, and so I was on Logic, got into that at Zapotec, kept making beats, and then I just wanted to make beats. Like I was just like a producer. I just liked it. I wanted to DJ more than like actually like make my own music because I wasn't trying to release it.
Yeah.
And then met my homie Nate Zaslov. Shout out Nate Z.
Shout out Nate Z.
Met Nate Z. when we worked together at State for
Yes.
Associated Students, which was like, you know, the event planning committee of like the student government, and he was releasing songs, I was producing, like, yo, let me like produce some music for you. Like, we were together for like 20 hours a week minimum, just like, you know, sitting next to each other at a desk. And so we're like, yo, like, let's get into music together. And so I made beats for him, and then we released one song, and I'm like, yo, I just like hop on all these tracks. Like, I like the beats that I make. I'm like, yo, why don't I just hop on this with you, yo? And so after that, we just kind of like, we released our first mixtape, Backyard mixtape, in the backyard. Shout out Backyard mixtape. That was like really cool, just because like it was all about our life then.
The first like
the first
expression of yourselves.
yeah, like expression of ourselves at the time specifically, because like we were in college, we were just like having fun, saying fuck it, like doing our own thing, like living by ourselves per se for the first time
Living
ever.
that San Diego life.
The San Diego life, you know, like it's kind of it was cool out there, and then just kind of had the music kind of follow that. Still on Logic, and then Backyard mixtape was dope. People at the school started to kind of mess with it too.
Yeah.
Started to perform at the parties, you know, at your events,
Yeah.
which like, you know, were a whole thing too. Really, that kind of just propelled us up musically too. Just like, yo, we can actually like make some good stuff because people like it. If we're going to the like performing at parties and people like it, like let's keep making more shit. Let's keep making more. It was a good time, man. Really progressed, learned more about music. Got onto Ableton there, learned Ableton.
Yeah.
That really put my music to the whole next level too. Getting onto Ableton, learning that at San Diego State. Shout out Chris Warren. Shout out the man Chris Warren, you know. So that changed everything with my music too. And then post college, a lot of things happened with my life, changed up, went from like, you know, being super social in the mix to living back at home with parents. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I guess I don't even need to create a segue or transition. You're getting right into it. Your first solo project, first solo EP, Cloud 9.
Yep.
What's this one all about?
So Cloud 9, yeah, man. It's pretty much just about, like I said, like the last year of my life kind of like accumulated into a project. I used like, you know, 5 years of finding my sound into releasing these songs. It's really just representation and reflection of like, yeah, like my life the past year, you know? I kind of went through a good amount of stuff, and like I'll let the music kind of speak for itself in that aspect. And like, yeah, Cloud 9 is that title. Like, just came up with that pretty recently. A good friend of mine helped me think of that, just because I let the music kind of speak for itself. I produced every song on the album, which I'm pretty proud of too. Like,
Of course.
I started as a producer. Wasn't even thinking about ever like, you know, singing or spitting on my stuff. I just was always envisioning me being a producer. And then, so now I'm at the point where like, yes, I want to release stuff through my own curation, own everything is kind of through me. So it's just me on that project. Only other person that like is on there. I mean, I'll just let it speak for itself. I'll just speak for itself. I guess. I won't give too much away.
Okay.
I won't give too much away unless you want me to.
No. So I'm gonna try to get as much as you were willing to give.
Absolutely.
So, like you said, you produce a lot of it. Can you give us, because there's 9 tracks, Cloud 9 makes perfect sense. How much of it was produced by you? Do you have any features that you can give out? Just as much as you can. We'd love to have it.
9 tracks, all produced by Quiet Child, all of them.
Okay.
Me, you know, my vocals are on every single track. Actually, no, my vocals are on 8 of the tracks. And then the only other vocal on there is my sister, Tinashe, who's on a couple of them.
Naturally.
Yes. So, yeah, that's the vibe with that. I just wanted to keep it real close knit, like, because I know what I like musically, and like this is like, you know, my first actual release of my own. So I wanted it to come really from me, from home, and like obviously like Tinashe and I grew up together, listening to all the same stuff, liking the same stuff. We have the same taste in music, and so she's perfect. Like we really reverberate on songs. Like I've written with her, so it was just perfect for her to be like the person out there and the only other person out there. So
we're all excited
that
about
with
it.
the producers and the features.
So this is the first one. I know you have a lot to get to with releasing it, and you've got a video you want to work on, all kinds of stuff. Can you give us at all a taste of what could be coming next for you?
So I mean, like I'm really trying to have this like speak it for itself and kind of like move my, I guess, musical career as an artist forward, like
Wherever it takes you.
yeah, you know, I'm keeping an open mind with it. Like if a few of the homies rock with it, like that's dope. Like that's all, like that's cool with me. Like people like it, they can relate to it, that's cool. If many people like it and like things kind of change up for me, that's
cool.
That's really dope as well. And I think it has the potential to do that, for sure. And so I'm just putting the, like, you know, the energy out there that like, you know, this is me. It's like unapologetically me. Like some of it I was like, ooh, should I even like, is this even too much to say? Like, should I like keep it a little more like, you know, simple, plain? But I'm like, no, this is what makes it like relatable, I guess, and more like authentic. You know, I can just kind of talk about this and that, but like I can really get on like a more wave with like, you know, my own stuff. And so wherever it takes me, man, we'll see. Like we'll see. Like next year is wide open. We don't even know what we're doing right now. I don't even know when I'm going back to work. Like, so we'll see.
Yeah, man.
We'll see where it takes me, man. We'll see where it takes the people around me.
Of course, and we're here for all of it. So I want to thank you, my man.
Appreciate it.
Great to sit down
Of course,
with you.
man.
We
Thank
really
you for having
appreciate
me.
it.
Thank you for having me.
So you've spoken a lot about the upcoming EP, your history as an emerging artist. Do you have any closing words or remarks for the people watching?
You know, music's coming soon. I'm super excited about it. I think people are gonna be able to relate to it at least, and like find out a little bit more about me. It's pretty transparent. I'm just letting it out, you know, as art, letting it speak for itself. We'll see where it takes me. We'll see where it goes. But regardless, I'm just excited to kind of release it and move forward too, because it's like a part of my life, and so it's like a whole chapter of me. So
Close the book.
close the book, move on to the next one.
I love it. And where can the people follow you, find your music, follow you on socials after this?
Yeah. So, Quiet Child, Instagram is at tulani.qc, THULANI.QC. Twitter, Kinkachings, KINGKACHINGS. Quiet Child on all, Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud. My name is Tulani, and that's that.
My name is Kyrie Carter. This has been Frame by Frame, an interview series brought to you by 24 Frames, and we'll see you next time.